After the great water receded and the valley stilled, the ark did not stand alone. It was cradled by life, not in mass, but in frequency. The oyster shell that held it, once dry volcanic curve, had bloomed during the flood's suspension with marsh lilies, giant fig-lilies that unfurled from the wetlands like tongues of light. They stretched outward from the ark's base in a radial pattern, over a mile wide, each petal-layered frond forming a sanctuary for creatures that had never needed naming. These were the saved marsh lilies, a covenant between nature and preservation, grown not by seed, but by resonance echoes passed from the tree of life's last bloom. Their beds pulsed with low magnetic frequencies, attracting those beasts who had either escaped the direct stasis of the ark or had been preserved in open-air CLITs, fragile glass-like tubes half-submerged in reed water. The small beasts had already claimed this space as their own, marsh mice that wrote glyphs in mud with their tails, hopping fox hares with triple pupils, amphibious apes whose voices mimicked human songs sung during the flood watch. These creatures did not attack. They nested and they waited. These were the first to bond with the human survivors, children mostly, who now roamed the outer rim of the ark shell. Over time, these creatures became pets, but not in the modern sense. They were companions, co-dwellers, remembered later aboard the Apocalypto as the tamed of the first drift. But beyond the marsh lilies stood the large beasts, those that could not be tamed, only respected. Great shelled lions whose manes glowed in moonlight, six-legged burrowers with sandstone eyes, and serpents who coiled around entire craters for warmth. These had not all entered the ark through its wooden gate. Many had found sanctuary in the outer clit pods embedded in the mountainside, cracked open just before the flood peak. Noah, guided by the Lord's whisper, had set out to save them before the resonance window closed, a race against echo, not water.
arkofalignments.com. Watch the whole series for free there right now.
He was told, "From every part of Mount Eden you may go. Seek them, hear them, let their signature resonate, and seal them in light." And so he did. Not all obeyed him, not all came willingly, but each beast that aligned with the tree's harmonic field found a way to the ark or to the lilies surrounding it. Above, the fowls of the air circled endlessly, suspended in slow-winged arcs above the marsh. These were the messengers of the Lord's lens, known for diving into the CLITs and re-emerging with altered coloration, new frequencies, or tuned vocal cries. Some sang of Eden, some echoed future floods, others spiraled downward only to vanish midair, absorbed into timeline intersections Noah could not yet decipher. But among the marsh, the message was clear. 2 of every beast of Mount Eden had been accounted for, not simply by count, but by resonance signature. And though the ark itself only held a small portion within its wooden walls, the shell field around it had become a living museum, a bioresonant map of Eden's harmonic memory, a single football field-sized containment ring of frequency, shelter, and genetic memory. The CLITs, the lilies, and the beasts all lived in harmony because they had survived not only the flood, but the dimensional rift that nearly wiped their future from all records. The Lord had not abandoned them. He had just asked Noah to remember what must not be lost: frequency, diversity, and the companionship of creation.
Like the video. Subscribe for future transmissions. New revelations are uploaded all the time. You can watch the entire Arc of Alignments saga now at arkofalignments.com. Stay aligned. Stay aware. Stay quantum. I'm Satomi Nukamoto, and you just crossed the event horizon.